everybody. So today is March 14th, Wednesday. So today is the second doctor's appointment for the week out of 4. So today's just a regular doctor's appointment to see my primary care physician, just to, kind of get aligned and just touch base on everything not related to having cancer. And tomorrow will be a new adventure for me because we're doing something called a bone scan, just to make sure that there's been no spread to the bones or anything like that. So I have to go in around 10 in the morning, get injected with some kind of radioactive fluid that's gonna run the course, and the idea is that the ink or whatever it is that they're injecting me with would soak in into any areas that would be affected by cancer. So then I have to go back in a couple hours after being injected and then be scanned head to toe. And that's pretty much the bone scan. After that, on Friday, I have the scary one, the one that's terrifying me to death. It's the port placement. See, I can't even say it because I'm freaking out. But we'll talk about that more later. But yeah, today, regular doctor's appointment, went fine, and bone scan tomorrow.
Hey everyone, Allie here. So today we wanted to kind of share any fears that we might have currently, because all of this is kind of unknown for us as far as us as a couple, as a family, and as young women. As we've said before, we've had relatives that have experienced breast cancer, but they were all over the age of 40, so we're kind of in new territory here. So one of my fears right now is just chemo. I wake up in the middle of the night nervous and anxious about Tasheena starting chemo. When I had relatives going through chemo, it was about 10 years ago. So things were a little different as far as medicine and treatment and all that. Survival rates were different. And now I kind of have this PTSD thing going on about chemo and chemo treatment, chemo as a treatment. So when I think of Tasheena doing it, it's just kind of this trigger for me. And I think just seeing your partner get sick and weak and, either lose weight or gain weight from chemo is just heartbreaking. And I don't know, I know it's something that's keeping her alive, that will keep her alive, but at the same time, it's just how do you sleep next to someone every night that's in pain and their body's aching and they just feel like shit? That's something that I'm gonna have to just be aware of and be a part of for the next 5 months, and that scares me. It scares me a lot to see someone that I love more than anything in the whole world be so sick. So that's my current fear. Yeah, I don't know. When Tasheena told me today that she would be starting chemo in a week and a half, I was so anxious. I started physically shaking, and my palms were sweaty, and my heart was racing, and I just was oh, I didn't expect it to happen so quick. I mean, everything has been happening really quick, which is common, but yeah, so that's one of my fears right now. And I know Tasheena wants to share some of her fears, so I'll let her get to that with you. Thanks for listening, everyone.
I'm going to be doing a total of 20 weeks of chemo. Well, at least that's the plan for now. So the doctor was saying what they do now, instead of injecting you over and over again with needles, is they implant a port in your chest here and it's basically a catheter that's been set up, and they give you the chemo through the port. And at first, like when I first heard this, I was ecstatic, happy, because I really hate needles. I do not like needles. I don't like giving blood, all that stuff. But I do what I have to do because obviously you're an adult, you have to do it. So when they said that, I was like, oh yeah, that's perfect, great, awesome. But then I saw a picture of what these ports look like, and it's, for those that don't know, it's right under your skin. It kind of looks like the size of a $50 or something, and it's like kind of protruding from your chest. Kind of looks weird. Like, not scary, but it's kind of matrixy looking. So it kind of set me off a little bit to feel uneasy. So all this week I've been waking up with mild panic attacks, a little bit scared. So I'm really nervous about that on Friday. And now it might not even happen on Friday because there's some mix up regarding blood tests and what needs to be done. So I don't even know if I'm going to be doing it on Friday. So all this anxiety and being worried and scared might be prolonged even further. But yeah, that's what's in plan for me on Friday. So I can't eat or drink anything 6 hours before. I come to find out that's because they're going to give you the happy juice that you take before surgery. That basically makes it so you don't give a crap about what they're doing to you and the fact that they're like injecting you with needles in your neck and your chest and all that stuff. And then after that, so they insert a catheter right here into your neck area, and then they insert the port here in your chest, and they connect the two. And that's basically what the port placement is, just connecting the catheter and inserting it into your body. And then you just have to let it heal, but you can use it like the same day, technically, but they like to wait 3 or 4 days. So yeah, that's the plan. Scared. That's what I'm really scared of. Not everything else. It's this thing is really scaring me. So now you know my fear.
So those are our fears. Don't forget to subscribe below and check us out on Instagram at Tasheena17 and at Ali the Mombian. And again, we really appreciate, like so much appreciate your guys' support. And we hope that these vlogs will help other young women who are going through breast cancer. And we just hope that everyone uses whatever tools and means necessary to prevent breast cancer from spreading, especially young women. So thanks for checking us out. And again, don't forget to subscribe below. Have a good night, everyone.